Is Republican Ohio Congressman and co-chair of the GOP Doctors Caucus, Brad Wenstrup. Congressman, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Jen, thank you so much, and I'm so glad you're addressing this issue and I have the opportunity to speak to it this evening. I really am, and I will tell you, personally, I have a 5-year-old daughter. She got an ear infection. We can't get amoxicillin. The doctor says there's none around anywhere. So they put her on Augmentin, which is stronger, which is really normally reserved for more resistant type of bacteria, more broad spectrum. And now that we're even hearing that there's no more Augmentin, this is a problem. And it seems unfathomable in the United States of America that this is going on, that a drug like amoxicillin is not available. She mentioned in that statement you just showed the FDA. All the FDA is doing right now is taking in reports from providers, from pharmacies that are reporting that these drugs aren't available. They're not doing anything about it. They're just letting people know that these things are down. They say from manufacturers, well, there's an increase in demand. Well, who are these manufacturers? Let's get to the bottom line. It's China. For example, right now, they say that China and India have about 60 and 90% of the world active pharmaceutical ingredients. And some might say, well, it's good to get a drug from India at least, but no, the ingredients are coming from China. So China has a monopoly. They want to be the pharmacy for the whole world. And I will give you a quote from a generic or from a manufacturer of generics in the European Union. He said, without question, if China stopped exporting pharmaceutical ingredients within months, the world's pharmacies would be empty. So we are being held hostage by China at this point. They are the ones that are having control over so much. You mentioned the baby formula. That's a problem. That's a problem we have here in the United States. And predominantly because the baby formula was by one manufacturer. The government has a contract for programs for mothers in need for this one baby formula. They have a problem and they get shut down. We don't have another source. We saw that. I'll give you another example of why we've got to expand our supply chain domestically. You know, Puerto Rico does a large amount in pharmaceuticals for the United States of America. It's a domestic source. They have 2 hurricanes. They are shut down. We as doctors couldn't get saline. That's like having water, not having water. So we have problems even within here. It's going to take the White House. It's going to take Congress. We have to turn this around. I'm Army
It's
Reservist.
very concerning. I mean, you look at the antibiotics, the medications for diabetes, for ADHD. There's a lot of shortages right now, leaving a lot of people very concerned that they're going to be able to get what they need, especially as we head into those winter months. While we have time, I would like to pivot to some promising news, Congressman. The House has passed a defense bill which would scrap the military COVID vaccine mandate. Now, the bill will head to the Senate, where it's expected to easily pass, and it'll head to Biden's desk. What is your take on mandating this vaccine for our service members?
Well, the mandate, and I'm a service member, actually just retired from the Army Reserve yesterday. But
Thank you for your service.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. So the vaccine mandate is out. We got bipartisan support for that. The doctor has been eliminated from the equation. You have politicians, or in this case, the Secretary of Defense, saying you need to get this or we're firing you from your job. I will tell you 3 months ago, the Doctors Caucus in the House of Representatives, we sent a letter to the Secretary of Defense, and it was all signed by all our doctors. There's about 20 doctors and medical professionals on this letter, offering an opportunity, but also pointing out that you may be getting rid of personnel within the military that may have more immunity than those that have been vaccinated, and you don't know because you're just putting this out and you're not really studying. One of the things that we suggested that be done, one, is drop the mandate, and 2, you can draw blood on everyone in the military and learn so much because you can see where their antibody levels are, their T-cell levels are, what their immune system looks like, and then get their history. Did you get the vaccine? Which vaccine did you get? When did you get it?
Right.
Were you never vaccinated? Did you ever get? We can learn about the virus and the vaccines themselves, and it's a great opportunity for us, and we're still going to suggest that. This is step 1 with the NDAA, and the next thing we're going to recommend is get this done so we can learn more about it, but quit punishing people who may be perfectly healthy, very well immunized.
Well, Congressman and Dr. Brad Wenstrup, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We hope you'll come back soon.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.